Well, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. TGI Friday. Yes, it is. Boy, why look? I really got to cut my hair, don't I? Yes, sirree. Looking like a hippie. Looking like a hippie. That's what Miss Marie said. Looking like a hippie. Thanks for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And this portion of our programming is known as Jeff and Joe in the morning. I'm Jeff, he's Joe, and I've got my favorite pecan coffee with me. Thank you, Mr. William Smith. Still nursing that every single day of the week and enjoying it very much. So where am I right now? Right here in Pigeon Forge. I'm approaching the Dollywood Lane, just to give you an idea what's going on. And it is 8:30 in the morning. 8:30, and there's already traffic on a Friday morning. So you know what's coming, don't you, childrens? Yes, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a nightmare here. Yes, it's going to be very, very interesting. Hopefully, I've got my anti-shake on. I was searching for it, and we'll see. We'll see. I do always apologize, because the road is definitely getting waffly. Every once in a while I get a nice smooth spot, but when it goes blah, 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 I can't do anything, and I want to. If I go slow, it's a little bit better, but if I speed up, it's a little worse. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So what have you got planned for this weekend? If you're coming to the Smoky Mountains, you've got some pretty good weather. In fact, let's get right to the weather. Your Skywatch weather for the Smoky Mountains for today. Look for partly to mostly sunny skies. You can see the clouds. That's pretty much what you're going to see for the rest of the day. Look for a high temperature of around 84 degrees with a less than 20% chance of an isolated shower or a thunderstorm. Now, tomorrow, Saturday, they're saying around a 40% chance of rain sometime during the day. Most likely, it is in the afternoon. Most likely, but I have seen it come up early, so at least you've been warned. But for the most part, you should have a really good weekend. Thanks for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And this portion of our programming, as you know, is better known as Jeff and Joe in the Morning. And this new feature that we're bringing to Jeff and Joe in the Morning is by popular demand. It is local news, local information, and local fun in and around the Smoky Mountains. Let's take a look at local news. Everybody's familiar with the Titanic attraction. Well, an iceberg collides with the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and it sends 3 to the hospital. In the ultimate case of irony, 3 people visiting Titanic Museum attraction in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, were sent to the hospital after a piece of their iceberg wall broke and collided with 3 patrons. Now, according to WBIR, officers arrived to find that a wall of ice display fell and injured several visitors. The extent of their injuries is not currently known, but the authorities did confirm that they were transferred to the hospital out of precaution. A statement from museum owners Mary Kellogg, Jocelyn, and John Jocelyn read, "Our iceberg wall collapsed, injuring 3 people, and they were sent to the hospital. At this time, we do not know the extent of their injuries, and our thoughts and prayers continue to be with those who are affected, including the first responders." Also in Pigeon Forge, as a thank you to the frontline workers, the first responders, and public employees who work tirelessly every day to serve our country and communities, Dollywood's Everyday Heroes Appreciation Day returns in 2021, and those providing qualifying guests the opportunity to buy a one-day Dollywood admission ticket online for just $45 plus tax. The online-only offer can be purchased now for a limited time and is valid through August 8th of September and September 22nd. Frontline employees need a special redemption code available from their employer to complete the transaction. Eligible employees interested in the program should encourage the employers to fill out an online form located at Dollywood.com. Everyday Heroes may purchase up to 6 $45 one-day admission tickets at the Dollywood theme park. A Tennessee police officer is arrested for allegedly soliciting a minor for sexual activity. A Middle Tennessee police officer has been charged with trying to solicit a minor for sexual activity, according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. The TBI reports Dominic Bacino of Westmoreland, a police officer, has been indicted on Monday and arrested early this morning. Mancino is accused of soliciting the girl for sexual activities while off duty. The investigation, which started on April 12th, evolved into evidence being provided to a Macon County grand jury July and eventually indicted. The TBI states Mancino was booked into the Macon County jail on $10,000 bond. In Knoxville, Tennessee, a Tennessee woman and her son are accused of stealing more than $83,000 from a small church. This is according to Tennessee Comptroller's Office. According to investigators, Carolyn Mullins and her son, William Larry Mullins, stole more than $83,000 from Peakland Baptist Church in Meigs County. This is according to WLVT. Officials said the church has only 4 members in its congregation. In July of 2021, the Meigs County grand jury indicted Larry Mullins on one count of theft of over $60,000 and Carolyn Mullins on one count of theft over $60,000, according to the reports. According to the TBI, Larry Mullins was the church treasurer and Carolyn was the assistant treasurer, as reported. Larry and Carolyn Mullins were the only authorized signatures on the church's bank accounts, as according to the report. The fire destroyed the church's sanctuary February, and members decided to rebuild using $180,000 in insurance checks. The money was issued as 3 separate checks in mid-March and April of 2019. The checks were deposited onto the church's bank account on March 15th and May 1st, as according to church officials. They also signed a contract to build the sanctuary for $118,000 in late May. In Newport, just down the street from us, deputies arrested a suspect wanted on multiple warrants after police say he kidnapped a woman from South Carolina, held her against her will at a Cosby home, and threatened to kill her. Cobb County Sheriff Armando Fontes made contact with a woman walking along Magaha Chapel Road Tuesday, and after deputies responded to a report of a woman being held against her will in the area. She told investigators she was kidnapped from her home in North Charleston, South Carolina at 2:30 a.m. that morning. She said the suspect, identified as 35-year-old James Powell of Canton, Ohio, took her phone while she was trying to dial 911 and rejected her pleas to return home. The victim also stated he had a knife and he had threatened to kill her. And right here in Sevier County, Tennessee, Great Smoky Mountains National Park visitors, make sure you pack a mask while you're your hiking boots. The park announced on Thursday that all visitors, regardless of vaccination status, are required to wear masks inside all park buildings. The decision was made regarding the CDC. These are the guidelines of substantial or high transmission. The founder of a business that offers psychosocial rehabilitation as well as support services like child care, tutoring, anger management, and case management has pled guilty to one count of executing a wire fraud scheme. Enlightenment Family Care Incorporated CEO Portia Timms Bush, 41, entered the plea Thursday in the U.S. District Court. According to the court filings, from March to June, Bush applied for COVID-19 relief, loans of more than $547,000 through the Small Business Administration Paycheck Protection Program and Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. Bush submitted false and fraudulent applications under the names of various companies that either did not qualify for relief funds or did not exist. And that's a look at your local news right here in the Smoky Mountains. We hope you enjoyed that. We hope you enjoyed Jeff and Joe in the morning. And your weather is coming up next. And your Skywatch weather forecast for this TGI Friday. You could look for partly to mostly sunny skies, a little on the hazy side. High temperatures in the low to mid 80s. No mention of any rain in our forecast. Now for Saturday, you can expect almost a 50% chance of an isolated shower, and a thunderstorm should not be ruled out. Afternoon highs will be into the 80s. Overnight lows for today and tomorrow will be in the mid 60s. Sunday looks really, really good. Sunshine, high temperatures into the 80s, and overnight lows in the 60s. That's your Skywatch weather forecast for Vacation Station TV and Jeff and Joe in the morning. I'm Jeff, he's Joe, and we're talking to you. You're our virtual guest, and I hope you have this nice little ride. You can see behind me there's a lot of traffic if you look over my shoulder. This is my hair that needs to be cut. I did shave. It's amazing I still have to shave at my age. It really is amazing I still have to shave. But today should be a great day for all of you. If you're up here in the Smoky Mountains, or even if you're not, virtually you are with us. And if you're up here, you are with us. So have a safe, sane day. Have a lot of fun. Enjoy the Smoky Mountains. Be smart. Be frugal. Don't overdo it. And have a heck of a lot of fun in the Smoky Mountains. Thanks for joining us on Jeff and Joe in the Morning on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway.